coexist. This is a word that you might see on the back of many people's cars in the form of a bumper sticker, or it's also a word that you might hear someone bring up in a casual conversation. But what does the word coexist really mean? Dictionary.com gives two different definitions of the word coexist. The first definition is the simplest definition, and quite simply it states that to coexist means to exist together at the same time, which is true, but it is also the simplest form of this definition. The latter definition is more what the speech today is geared towards. To coexist is often much more complicated than to simply exist at the same time. The second definition that Dictionary.com gives is that to coexist means to separately or independently but peaceably, while often remaining rivals or adversaries. You need to focus on the peaceably part because this is what this speech is going to be about. The two rivals that I'm referring to, as the definition suggests, are religious rivals. You may have been driving down the road and have seen this very bumper sticker. I'm going to try to pull up a picture of it. It's going to be hard to see on this tablet. Okay, that's the best I can do. But that is the bumper sticker for coexist. At first glance, it does look like a whimsical religious bumper sticker. You might think hippies, you might think world peace, whatever you think when you very first look at this bumper sticker. But you need to think and look a little more carefully. If you look at this bumper sticker carefully, you see that it is made up of a bunch of different religious symbols spelling out the word coexist. This sticker is preaching coexistence and tolerance of different religions. In this speech, we are going to delve deeper into the meaning of coexist and discuss why it is so difficult to achieve, and also why it is so silly that it is difficult to achieve. In your life, you may have heard the phrase, agree to disagree. And if someone has ever told you this, you know how frustrating it is and how difficult it is to do. What if someone told you, agree to disagree about your religion? This is your faith. This is something you have known your whole life. Why would anyone think it's okay to tell you, agree to disagree? Any good, supposedly God-fearing person would tell you, agree to disagree? Absolutely not. A man who had seen this very bumper sticker decided to ask some religious persons what they thought of this sticker. He recorded his findings on a website called Enoch Magazine. He mainly asked Christians because this is the most prominent religious group that we have in the U.S. and it's the most easily found. Some of the responses were, how dare they put a cross next to any other religious symbol? All the other religions are wrong. Why would we have to coexist with them? Why should we listen to what they say? This is expected, and this is the whole reason that coexist exists. In the Mormon temple, you have to have a pass to even get into the temple. And if you aren't Mormon, you can't watch a Mormon wedding that takes place in the temple. It's against their religion. The Coexist Foundation website states that that the goal is to remedy these religious divides and to promote understanding while doing good deeds in the process. Religion is so difficult to share because one religion won't listen to the idea of another religion because it automatically assumes that this other religion is wrong. Some of you may be nodding in agreement. How can all religions be correct? That can't be right. Not everything can be correct. The great thing about coexist is they don't have to be. In fact, none of them have to be. They could all be wrong. But the point of coexist is to respect them all regardless. Coexisting is about learning to accept that everyone may not believe the same way that you do and to still continue to live peaceably amongst each other. Does the Bible not say that only God can judge? Let God judge. My grandmother has always preached to me to share and not shove my beliefs and ideas at other people. How can you expect someone to listen to your interpretation if you won't be open to theirs? Love your religion, but let others love theirs as well. It's so silly to quarrel over religion because not everyone will ever agree. If we let everyone have their own opinions and love God and worship Him in the way that they so choose, many people would be more susceptible to converting. Every God is different, but every religion worships their God the same way, and they all love their God the same way. The Coexist movement is a movement preaching religious tolerance from all ends of the spectrum. It never states to agree with them, but it does say to respect them all. This is a lesson not only to practice with religion, but to practice in any aspect of your life. You may not agree with someone, but you should always respect them. You don't need to agree to learn to coexist.